Hello, Chef John Gallagher, Senior Pastry Chef at Walnut Hill College in Philadelphia. Today we're going to be making Stollen. So today our holiday Stollen that we're going to be making is a classic enriched dough. Now when I say an enriched dough, this is a dough that has added fats or sugars into it that help make the dough color better. They also rise faster and they're a lot easier to work with. So we'll have a little bit of sugar in there, we're going to have a little bit of milk in there. Both of these ingredients are going to bring out a lot of the flavors in the Stollen. All right, I'm going to start first with bread flour. All right, about a pound 2 ounces or so. All right, I'll put that down on my table and I'm going to take a little bit of sugar out of my recipe and put it into the flour. You'll see why in just a minute. I'm going to swirl these around with my fingers, try and incorporate them real nice, and then I'm going to start making a well in the center of my flour. All right, open this out. Now, inside the middle of that well, I'm going to be pouring warm milk. All right, whole milk preferably. You can use your slighter ones, your 1%, your 2%. I'm going to take this fresh yeast in my hands and I'm going to crumble it right into the warm milk. All right, just so I can get this nice and incorporated. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my flour as I'm trying to activate my yeast. So I'm going to stir that together and I'm going to let it rest for about 10 minutes. All right, so we've allowed our sponge to rest for about 15 minutes or so. The yeast has become activated. It's started to eat the flours, eat the sugars, absorb the liquids. It's starting to come alive and it's going to start to do its job of raising the bread up or making the bread come up. So at this point, we can start adding our other ingredients. I'm going to put in my sugar. Right? I didn't want to put all of the sugar there in the beginning because sometimes it's a little too harsh for your dough, for your yeast to take. I'm then going to add some melted butter. All right, it's about 1/2 pound of melted butter. That will go into the mix. A little bit of salt. Some cardamom and some nutmeg. Those are my 2 spices that you have to have in your Stollen. All right, we'll put that in. And then some fresh grated lemon zest. That'll go in. All right, now for the fun part. We've let our dough rest. All right, now I'm going to start to add in the ingredients, the real good stuff. I'm going to dimple my dough down a little bit, and I'm going to sprinkle in dark raisins. I'm going to put sliced, untoasted almonds. Then, what makes it the fruit bread is diced candied fruit. Turn it over and I'm just going to fold the bottoms under to make it into a nice round. All right? If you have any raisins that have jumped ship, make sure you pick them up and put them right back into the dough. All right, so just a little bit of gentle rounding. Really all I'm doing is I'm pressing this down into the dough ball and I'm just going to rock it back and forth. The egg wash is going to be brushed on the inside, right in that cavity that you made with the rolling pin. I'm just going to fold this over and I'm going to pat it in the back. Give it kind of a karate chop. It should look like so. It should look like big lips, right? Go into the oven at 350. They're going to take about a half an hour to 40 minutes. All right, now our Stollen is done baking. It's come out of the oven. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit so that way I can pick it up in my hands and handle it, because this is yet another fun part of this recipe. I have melted butter here, a pound or two in here. I'll take my baked Stollen, just like so, and I'm gonna sit it right into the melted butter. I'm now gonna take this, I'm gonna put it into the cinnamon sugar. All right, now, I know I've said this is the best part, but this really is the best part of this. Our Stollens are finished off. I say the best time to eat them as soon as you get them out of the sugar. Go ahead and slice it up and eat it. But you'll find with this, if you keep it wrapped in plastic wrap, it'll last you a week, 2 weeks. Stollen should be a little bit on the, for lack of a better word, stale side. All right, so it's gonna be a little bit firm. It's more than acceptable enough. A great way to eat this is just to dunk it into tea or coffee. You can toast it, and inside you get all the colors of the holidays. That extra butter that has soaked in there forms almost a ring around the outside. And that gives you your beautiful holiday bread. This has been Chef John Gallagher at Walnut Hill College of Philadelphia. Have a happy holiday.